Hello, everyone. Today I'm talking about, that's right, catchphrases. Now, you may be wondering, why am I talking about this? It's because, well, Pokemon TCG Live's an interesting game, and it doesn't really work right, but the one thing that clearly has had a lot of time put into it is this, like, character customization thing. Um, so I figured we should talk about it. They spent more time working on this than new set releases, so, um, yeah, I figured we should talk about it. And they're kind of funky. Let's just talk about it. And I guess I'll give them a rating as well. So I'll do a traditional. Um, I'll just rank them out of 10. Actually, no, I'll do SABCDF as in like tier list style. Obviously, unranked. There's not going to be an actual tier list, but I'll say what I think about it. So this first one, and these are the intros. This one says, "It's you and me, but victory is my destiny." Yeah, I don't know. This one's not very good. It's not like awful, but I'll say it's C tier because it's pretty like basic and kind of like corny. It's not really interesting or meaningful. It really has no reason to like be there. It just kind of exists, but it's whatever. It's finished saying I'm gonna win, and that's kind of boring. The next one's win or lose. Gaining knowledge is always a victory. Um, in some ways, this it comes across as like more humble, I guess. It's kind of weird, but it's like it's fair and it's reasonable, but at the same time, it's pretty generic and bland as well. Um, I'll give this a B tier, I suppose, but it's kind of sad. Also, I was gonna do this in tier maker, but you wouldn't be able to see any of the things, so that's why I didn't do it like that. Um, Next up, it's also why is this like guy animated so well? And also obviously like the characters. Speaking of this, like some of them are Pokemon puns. The game, I think, like obviously it's a Pokemon game, so it should represent Pokemon, and the characters, the avatar does not represent Pokemon. Oh, I can spin it. That's funky. There we go. So get it right like that. Okay. Win or lose. Okay, I could win with half my deck tied behind my back, but then my deck wouldn't be legal. I feel like this is them trying to be like clever and like an inside joke or something, but it's not really funny. So honestly, this one's just really cringe. A lot of them are, but this isn't like funny. So I give this one a D. I'm sure there are worse ones, but it's not good. I'm on a roll. I haven't lost all day. I don't know. Again, this is kind of like the first one, it's you and me, but victory is my destiny. It's like I'm going to win. This one's a little bit better, though. I'll put this one in B. Very generic, but it's okay. It doesn't sound like awkward and clunky. Next, I'm not doing so well. I haven't won all day. I think this one's a bit funnier. I'm tempted to put this one in A tier. I think I'm not doing so well kind of implies like deeper, darker meanings, which is kind of dark, but also kind of funny. So yeah, honestly this one's A. It's the best one I've seen so far. Um, Next is I hope I. Oh, also it like is not like arrogant either, which is good. Sometimes they're just like all obnoxious. They're not all obnoxious, but this one's funny. Next one, I hope I play well. What that just like C, I guess it's so boring. Like I don't know why they put these boring ones in the game. Um, I mean, it's just whatever. Next one's I calculate a 99.7 chance of victory for me. I feel like this is going for like the nerd stereotype, which is a thing. Um, I don't know. I don't really know why this is in the game. 99.7, that's like a statistics thing, right? But like, um, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong number, but I think that's the right number. But that like doesn't really make any. It's just like kind of weird. I don't really know why this one's here either, but it's fine. I guess it's C. It's not that good. Next, having fun is all that matters, but winning is even more fun. This one's fine. It's kind of clunky in the way it's worded, though, but I'll give it C. I think the idea is like fine, but it's like it's not worded well. It doesn't. It's kind of weird. So I'll say C again. The time has come for us to battle. Again, this is very generic, but it kind of feels fitting. This is something I could see like a Pokemon NPC saying. I'll give this. I'll give this a B. Actually, do you even splash, bro? I don't know. This one's like obviously like references and stuff, but like, splash isn't really like a thing in the TCG. Like it kind of is, but not really. So I don't think it's that funny. I'm also gonna give this one I'll give this one a B. I don't know. It's somewhat of a reference. It's moderately clever, but I don't know. It's a bit underwhelming too. Next, don't you just love Mudkip? So I don't know. Again, obviously Mudkip's like a Pokemon, and it's kind of popular. Although it's not really. Is there even a Mudkip in the TCG? Yeah, yeah, there is. But like it doesn't see any play, so it's kind of weird that it shows Mudkip. Obviously, Mudkip's like a funny Pokemon. In some senses, again, like this one's connected to stuff outside of the game. In this sense, Alpharad, I'd say. Maybe I'm just imagining that, but I feel like Mudkip and like Alpharad go hand in hand, which is kind of weird, and I don't think that's exactly what they were going for. But honestly, I'd say this is an A tier. Like it's good. It's funny. It's like clever. I like it. We're going to do this, you and me. Okay, this one's awful. Like, what's the me and the you? Like, the me is the player, but the you is like, is that your opponent or is that the deck? It seems like it's like with Ash and he's talking to like Pikachu, which isn't even that clever because it's, or that like unique and interesting. I feel like it's still bland, but I don't know what the you is supposed to be. It's kind of strange and vague and not very good. It's C. It's not horrendously awful, but. Next, always treat your Pokemon with care and compassion. Like what? This doesn't even make any sense to me in the TCG. This one I'm gonna even F tier. This like doesn't make any sense, and it feels like it just copy and pasted. Next one, what do you think if I dress it has pockets? Like, there are some weird ones, but this one doesn't like make any sense. Like it's not like not in a way that's clever or funny or weird either. It's just like random. Wait, do they ever even have dresses? I don't know. It's very strange. That one's really bad. I'll give it D. I have a good feeling about my deck. That's awful, but I'll give it D. It's like generic. I feel like there have been some very similar to that as well. Maybe a C. How's your grammar? Because and then it spells out match. MATCH spells victory for me. What? That doesn't make any sense. That's not what grammar is. It doesn't make any sense in multiple levels because that's not grammar, and that's also not like what's it like a match like a game? I don't know. It's strange. It's also like kind of ironic in a really bad way because you don't mash into players very well, or somebody's who mash into multiple people and just lose. So yeah, that's awful. This is another F tier one. This one I saw earlier. I only play the coolest basic energy cards. So I believe they removed what's generally considered the coolest one, the Heart Gold Soul Silver ones. So I'm gonna have to give this one an F. It's kind of dumb, anyways. So, yeah. I just ate a whole bottle of ketchup. Okay, this is the iconic, the S tier one. I think if you think of Pokemon TCG Live Catchphrases, if you think of anything, you probably think of this one. Because it's like so stupid that it's funny. Honestly, this is easy S tier. This is like 100% what they should do more than just like dumb stuff like this. So part of the reason I did this, obviously, I used to play Marvel Snap. Some of you probably know that. And there were these like catchphrases, and a lot of them were like funny and like silly. They really got the community Marvel Snap, which is good. Pokemon does not get the community, as I talked about in like my diss track and stuff. But this one actually does, and it's funny and it's really good. Prepare yourself. What is this? Fire Emblem? No, that's like C. Oh, I'm wearing my comfy shorts. This is another. Oh, is this? No, this isn't like the Pokemon comfy. That's not how it's spelled. I don't know. I think it would be funnier. Wait, if it was the Pokemon comfy, it's very strange. Like, I'm tempted to say this is A because it's really dumb, but it's like funny dumb. It doesn't really make any sense at all. Like, I mean, it kind of does. It's a sentence that has like meaning, but I don't know. It's very strange. I'd say it's kind of funny, and sometimes it's kind of bad too. I suppose I could use it as a warm-up round. And this is like intentionally very arrogant, right? Which I think is cool. Like in some sense, like they shouldn't all come across as arrogant, but some that are like intentionally arrogant makes sense. So yeah, this one's good. Let's say it's B. It's still kind of obnoxious as well. I don't need luck. Again, this is the same idea. I'd say it's B. It's a bit. I know it's not like I don't need luck because I have skill. But if they said that, I'm not sure if it would be better if they said like because I have skill. I'll put in B as well. I can feel it. My lucky star is shining today. That's weird. Like, I feel like this is a Pokemon reference, but at the same time, it's like not really a Pokemon reference. It doesn't really make any sense. I'm gonna give this one a D again. I've defeated everyone who's up here at my level. I guess all that's left is you. So obviously the Pokemon rank ladder is bad. So in some senses, this doesn't come across very well. It's fine. It's kind of weird because it's like arrogant, but at the same time, it's almost like not arrogant. It doesn't exactly make a ton of sense, but it's fine. It's like B. Let's see. Okay, this one that's just dot 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 dot. You see it. I don't really know what this is. So this is what I've used. I think that's probably what I was using before. I'll go back to it, but it's very strange. Like, I don't know. I guess I'll give it B. It's so weird. It's like obviously it's. I don't even know if it's supposed to be. It's so strange. And I don't believe there's this for the victory catchphrases either. So it's a thing. I will always. I always give my all for every match. I feel like saying all twice is kind of weird. But it's okay. This is like C. I never underestimate my opponent. Again, like same thing. C. Pretty boring. Strength is I said strength. Strength is no match for wisdom. This is kind of what? What's this like supposed to mean? That's like I get like what it means normally, but in like Pokemon, it's kind of strange. Like it kind of makes sense, but also kind of doesn't. I'd say this one's like C, kind of generic again. It's more important to master the cards you're holding than to complain about the ones your opponent has been dealt. I don't know. I feel like people like it kind of is. It's like the Pokemon equivalent of Please No Johns, but like way worse. Because usually it's like you complain about the cards that you're holding because that's what people do. So didn't like completely miss them. Like this is gonna be F. Honestly, it's so long too. So you're my next opponent. Interesting. Again, like I don't know. This one like has like attitude in a cool way. So I'll say it's like B, or I'll say it's A, I guess. When you have lemons, you make lemonade. When you have Pokemon cards, you build great decks. This is like using you in a weird way. I don't know. I don't really like this one. I'll say it's like C. I don't know. It's kind of strange. Are you ready to blast off? I don't know. This one's funny. Again, I'll put an A. It's like it's dumb, but it's like funny dumb. I'm like a Magikarp. I don't look tough, but never underestimate what I can become. Obviously, this is like a Pokemon one, but there's already a Splash one too. I don't know. It's kind of strange because obviously in the video game, Magikarp's a thing, but this isn't the video game. It's the TCG. And sure, Magikarp's a thing as well, but it's not like the same level of thing. So I think it's kind of silly and it's kind of makes sense, but it's also kind of out of touch. I'll give it like a B. The top star is mine for the taking. Think you can stop me? This is fine, but I've seen too many of these. It's like a C. I'll go back to I just ate a whole bottle of ketchup because it's funny. Wait, my shorts are comfy. There's one called I'm wearing my comfy shorts and then my shorts are comfy. Okay, so these are the victory ones, which don't really make any sense. Some of them make sense, but a lot of them are awful. So my shorts are comfy. I guess it's funny. I'll do my shorts are comfy and I'm wearing my comfy shorts. I'll say this one's actually like, this one's A. It's kind of funny. That one better than expected. That's okay. I think there's one that it kind of like pairs with, but I don't remember what that one was. Maybe it's like this one or something. Yeah, this one's kind of bad though. It's kind of generic. I guess that's it then. I don't even know. That's so bad. Okay, so in terms of tier, this will be B. I guess that's it then. That's like C or D. It's pretty underwhelming. Like it doesn't really have anything. And same with the next one. Oh yeah, I feel the burn. It's also obnoxious. Like keep in mind these being obnoxious is actually like kind of problematic because then it's just like BMing your opponent after the game, which is just not good. And I think you should have to have a way to turn these off. Like you can turn off some things, but not many. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really like that one. What an excellent battle. That's like stupid because it doesn't even make any sense because it's an egg pun, but like what? It's not really an reference to something. There's execute, but it's not a reference to execute exactly. This one's really like bad. It's like a bad, I guess like a bit D, but it's pretty silly. Looks like you couldn't take the heat. What? There's one that's Feel a Burn. Yeah, this one's D. Don't feel too bad. No one escapes my full blitz. I don't know. Like, this was good at the time, I guess. This clearly shows how old it is, because this card rotated. That's peak RAM, right? That rotated 2.5 years ago, I think. No, maybe 2 years ago. But it rotated quite a while ago. So that's kind of awful. Like, I'm gonna give this one an F because it shows that it's bad. I'm the maddest partier in the game. I referenced obviously the Mad Party deck. And then we have a bunch. My strikes are just too rapid. A single strike is all it takes for me to win. Maybe those are the only ones that are like specific deck related. So this one's F. This one's D. These are C just because they're still in standard. Yeah. Don't be mad that you lost. Be happy that I won. I don't know. It's like good advice, but it's really obnoxious too. I'll put in C. I always play to win. Wait, what? That doesn't. Why do you say that after? That doesn't really make any sense. I'm gonna give that one a D as well. That doesn't really make sense. Which I've lost. I believe in my deck and I believe in me. That's fine, but it's like oh, I believe in my Pokemon. I believed in me. But it's not. That doesn't really make any like sense either. It's kind of strange. Smart players can play a poor hand well. Obviously, it's like kind of obnoxious, kind of like complimenting yourself, which is fine. But I don't know. It just comes across as not much of anything, to be honest. So a bit boring there. Thanks for practice with my new deck that goes along with like the warm-up round. Again, that's like actually obnoxious, which is obviously fine to an extent, but like I don't know. I don't think it's as good here. And then you have a good deck, but that's only half the battle. So this one's funnier because of the "you have a good deck" emote in Pokemon TCG Online, but like don't remind players of the good old days either. So yeah, that one's I'm gonna have to say that one's not good because it like I don't know. Obviously, like in some senses, what it's actually saying is like fine, but I don't know. It doesn't really come off as like an interesting thing. Next up, we have a brilliant strategy paid off. I don't. That's so generic. I don't like that one at all. That one's gonna be D. We must all learn to be gracious in defeat. Wow, that's so toxic. Yeah, that one's bad. I'm gonna give that an F. Thanks for the match. What? That's so generic, but that's I guess that match speaks for itself. This is the one I used to use. It's like the chess speaks for itself. I assume that's not what the reference is to, because that would be like awful. But that's what like I assumed at first. So that's kind of funny that it's like the chess speaks for itself. Which, if you don't know, was after a player like possibly cheated. He was like, oh, the chess speaks for itself. Which is kind of when it gives off the vibe as like I just cheated in the match. Which is kind of dumb. It doesn't really make any sense. So I'll just say it's like C. It's funny, but it's not good. GG. I don't know. That's not like. That's fine. Yeah, I'll give it A. I suppose it should be there. You win some, you lose some. The important thing is to not give up. That's fine. That's honestly like cool, like encouraging, but at the same time, like it might feel like I'm not serious and sarcastic too. On my way to being the very best. It's like, okay, that's an actual Pokemon reference that I can get behind. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was, which is actually the mentality of many players. I like it because it's like, I don't know, it just is. It's what's been put into your head since you were 5 years old. So, yeah, I'll say that one's pretty good though. Yeah, I give it an A. Smart Tactics brought home the win. That's fine, I suppose, but it's whatever. It's B. It's like I had Victini on my side. Whoa, it's a Pokemon. I don't know. I don't really think it's that clever though. Just because you like said the name of a Pokemon, you're not all of a sudden like cool. So that's like C. I'm tweaking my deck. I did not read that as tweaking at first. My deck can make it even better next time. That's fine, but like. It's like your constant victory phrase. That's not that good. It's B. All right, what? That's D. Like, what's that even matter? What's that even like mean? And then the next one, what's the matter? Persian got your tongue. Whoa, it's a Pokemon again. Yeah, that's not like funny really. Is there even a Persian format? I can't think of one. That's not very good. And then it looks like you don't have enough air in your Drifloon. I don't even know what that like means. Obviously it's like a Pokemon again, but What? Like, what's that mean? Especially in the terms of like a Pokemon deck, it's very strange. But there you go. That's the the video where I talk about Pokemon catchphrases. So yeah, I don't know. They're kind of weird. Like for the fact that there's so many of them, and someone clearly spent like a lot of work on them. They're not that good. Sorry to say. They exist, which is something. I'd certainly much rather the game like work right and have more than one format and stuff than this. But this is nothing. Or it's I was gonna say it's better than nothing, but I don't know if I can say it's better than nothing. So I'll just say it's pretty much nothing. But it exists, so I guess it's not nothing. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm excited to see you next time. Tell me what else you want me to talk about. I was considering doing some more stuff like this. I imagine a lot of you don't really care about this at all, because it's kind of dumb. But tell me if you do and what you want to see. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm excited to see you next time.